Hey, Wendy.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Did you, do you work out in the mornings now?
Yeah, I try to do everything in the morning and then I do all my little activities and I've been working on a dance too. I
Oh,
know. Be
what
busy.
dance is this dance?
I
Ooh, it's
can't tell you. It's gonna be a surprise.
is it the Shanti dance?
Nope. It's gonna be one that I picked up that nobody knows.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Let me see. So, okay, we've got Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Michelle and Tom
Hi, I'm Tom.
Hi, Tom.
and Wendy.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey, Wendy. Nice to meet you.
Nice
I
to
will
meet you.
definitely wait 1 minute. No, actually 2 minutes. 2 minutes for everybody to join, and then we just get started. So I just want to let you know that generally we if you're late, you're going to miss the beginning of the call, and that's okay. I mean, we all have lives and things get in the way, but you can go back and check out the call. This is being recorded so that you can check it out later. Hey, so now that you've kind of met everybody, you've seen my messy office. This is my messy office.
This is my messy office.
My messy office.
I'm kidding. I'm in a white room.
Too.
Very tiny table. There's nothing messy in right here.
And the biggest mess is right here.
Okay, so introducing ourselves, I'm Carla, and my goals this month are I'm going to try and increase my flexibility. I do have an injury right here that I don't know what it is. I don't know if you can see what it is. I don't know what it is. So I have to be really super careful about what I'm doing with my left arm. And I will get it x-rayed March 5th. Or April, I'm sorry, is it May 5th? May 5th, yes. When we're out of all this stuff, I get it x-rayed. So my goal is just not to hurt myself worse and to just keep getting better. And so when I can't work out quite as hard with my upper body, I do more in my lower body and in my core. I also make sure that my nutrition is on point. And that is the big thing, is to try and make sure your nutrition is on point if you're not doing as much as you might have done in the past. And I've had this broken wrist. I told you, Michelle, yesterday, I have titanium in this wrist. So there's been all kinds of injuries that I've had to work around. So that's me. Wendy, you want to introduce yourself?
Wendy. I think I've been with Beachbody for like 3 years now. I work out really hard. I don't really like missing workouts. I'm pretty addicted to it, but my nutrition's not always on point. And you know, I do it. I cheat because I like chips and I like candy. I like my pizza once in a while. So yeah, right now I'm working hard with stress.
We don't call it cheat. We call it treat.
Treat. Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
So food's a big deal with me, and I work out really hard, so I crave a lot of food, and I have to be careful what I eat. And that's my thing I'm working on this month.
Oh, you're working on dialing in the nutrition?
The nutrition, yeah.
Good for you. Yay, so am I. From here on forward, kind of Easter was my last.
Yeah, Easter was hard on me. Yeah.
Okay. Tom, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Tom, and I've been with Beachbody for a couple of years now. I'm just the crazy old guy that does Insanity Max 30, whatever program they come out with, I will do it. My biggest challenge is nutrition. Growing up in the 50s and 60s and early 70s in a Southern family, it was all comfort food, and so it's taken a while to dial in the nutrition and get that on point. But it's a work in progress. Carla keeps me. It keeps me holds my feet to the fire, so to speak. So it's a good thing.
Okay. Before we move on, come here. Just say hi. This is Sierra. She is
Hi,
right
Sierra.
here. Hi, Wendy. Sierra, what are your goals?
Good to see you.
I don't know, just probably stay in shape without dance, I guess.
So she was accepted into Pacific Northwest Ballet, and they're not in classes right now. So her big goal is to make sure that she doesn't lose any of her form or any of just fitness.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go on to Michelle. I mean, who are you?
I am somebody that has gone in and out of my physical activity in my life. I have a ACL. You see my little brace. I tore my ACL in February, and my surgery was canceled just before the day before the corona, the whole shutdown.
Oh,
So I want to be in good shape to get when they do say I can't have surgery, is to, because I've been trying to rehab it. Well, actually, first I didn't do jack squat for like 2 months because I used it as an excuse not to do anything. And now I'm like, I can't use that as an excuse anymore because I can move around, and I've started walking, and so I figured this is good motivation for me to get my ass back in gear. And I'm smoking, and I'm not drinking for this whole part, and so I just really want to reset my whole body and get back to being healthy. So this is why I'm here.
And then we have Kat's on there.
Hello, I'm Kat. We're doing who we are. Oh, how long? I've been in and out of programs for, when did you first force me? How old am I? I think I started doing yoga from P90X 10 years ago, and that's what got me on my yoga train. I'm now a yoga teacher, certified yoga teacher. And then I didn't do like actual programs until a few years later. And then, college happened, and I was like, well, I have other stuff to do, and, went off the rails a little bit, and then came back to it. 4 years ago, I had a knee injury as well. I have a patellar tendon problem. So I rehabbed with my PT, and then I did 22-minute hardcore, which got me back to functionality. I had gotten in a cycling accident, and it tore my biceps tendon, my rotator cuff, my neck, my patellar. It was like, people thought I got hit by a car, but it was just a bike accident. But yeah, so it's a great way to prehab, which is pre-rehab, and to kind of come off of injuries after you're obviously, approved by doctors and stuff. Sorry, that was a little longer. Goals. Yeah. So I use Ultimate Portion to Fix to manage, I have an autoimmune disorder, and sometimes it's harder than others to stick to it. But I noticed, like you said, Carla, it helps keep you on track. It's like my arthritis flaring helps keep me on track because I don't like that when it happens. So it's like an instant, oh, I shouldn't have had a drink tonight, or like a little response to that. But it does help me to manage my crazy, confused body. And so I think right now it would just be to, dial in that nutrition. And this is my second round of bar blend, but I want to blend bar blend with some more weightlifting, because I haven't done weightlifting in a while, due to 5 rounds, 10 rounds. I can't count. I was actually thinking of blending bar blend with Body Beast, because I'm trying to get my pull-ups back before I can go climbing again, which is who knows when with all this stuff happening. But when it does, I want to be able to kick butt. So yeah, that's my goals, and why I'm here.
That's fantastic, Kat. The Kat, for anybody who doesn't know, that's my daughter. Catherine is my daughter. Um,
I'm the other coach running the group, but I have goals too.
so, Charlene, if you can unmute yourself, just tap the bottom and unmute the bottom once you introduce yourself and what your goals are.
I'm Charlene, and goals. Right now, it's just trying to strengthen my lower back. I had my back go out of me about 3 years ago, and I was very fit at that point, but obviously wasn't stretching and taking care of myself, so I hurt myself, and it's taken several years to want to do anything, to be honest. So anyway, so I'm just trying to strengthen my back, and I'm doing what is that first shoot? I can't remember the name of it. The program that's just a week of introduction.
Clean week.
In the clean week, right? I keep redoing it because I'm so out of shape. So I figure until I can perfect that, I don't want to hurt myself. I'm too terrified. It cost me thousands of dollars to get my back back. So I don't want to hurt it again. So I'm afraid to try any of the other programs at this point. So I'm just going to keep doing that and try to eat a little cleaner until I can strengthen enough to move on to something like bar blend or something that I can handle without hurting myself.
Yep. So there's literally thousands of workouts in the Beachbody On Demand streaming app. There are, if you ever want to move from one workout to the next workout, you're trying to figure out what is the best for your goals or your desires. You always want to make sure that you let us know, let one of the coaches know first, and then we can guide you towards the work. Pretty much done. Personally, I pretty much have done every single workout we and if I haven't, one of the other coaches have, or one of our other customers. That's the great thing, is that this client and coaches group always helps each other no matter what. So we're gonna move on. You can mute yourself or you don't have to.
I was gonna say, Carla, it's 10-minute trainer, right? Is Debbie Siebers? That would be a great one.
It's Total Body Solution.
Total Body Solution. I knew it started with a T. I was like, that sounds wrong. Total Body Solution. Anybody that has, I mean, we all have injuries and stuff, but especially you, Charlene, check out Total Body Solution, because they do have a specific workout for people with back injuries. And there's a test for it. So they run you through some exercises to see where you're at. And it's the closest thing that I've seen in a program to exactly what my physical therapist has done with me. So that's a really great resource for anybody that has any joint challenges, as long as they're approved by a doctor. That's a great one for maintenance and for taking care of yourself.
Not sure if you guys can see this. I was certified in corrective exercise a while back. Can you see who the name is right there? It says Chad Waterbury. That's the instructor for Total Body Solution. Debbie Siebers and Chad Waterbury are working together. So if you can't find Total Body Solution, let me know. I'll guide you to it. Generally on your computer, if you click the thing that says trainer and type in Debbie Siebers, DebbieSiebers, Debbie Siebers, you'll find Total Body Solution there. But on the app, it's kind of wonky, so it'll be a little different because you can download this, and here we're getting into the meat of the call. You can download Beachbody On Demand on everything you have. I've had some people who think that they can only download it on one device, but no, you can download it to your phone, to your computer, to your iPad, whatever it is you want to download it to, so that you can take it with you. Now, once you've downloaded it to a phone or an iPad, so if you take a look, you see I have on my iPad Beachbody, the Beachbody On Demand and the challenge tracker. So that's what they look like. They look a little different. You're in the challenge tracker already. Most everybody's been posting in there, so I can see that you're in there. But on Beachbody On Demand, once you've gone in there, you can actually download up to seven workouts at a time. So if, let's say you went out into the woods, It's the fancy way of saying woods. And you didn't have internet access. You can actually download your workouts. And what's going to happen is there's a video I posted into the group. So I keep pointing at my computer because my computer is up over here. In the group, I have a video that explains to you how to use Beachbody on demand, how to download each one of the workouts. So if you have not seen that video and you can't find it in our group, just let me know because I have it on YouTube. No problem. So what you want to do though is you want to make sure you pre-plan it. Like if you're going to go on vacation and you have no idea if your internet's going to stay or not, pre-plan it and download up to 7 on your phone or on your iPad. On every workout program, they come with a nutrition plan. There's Catherine, you may have heard Catherine mention the Ultimate Portion Fix. The Ultimate Portion Fix looks like this. You've probably seen them because as soon as it came out and was really successful, as seen on TV, had a billion of these. Well, it was actually created by Autumn Calabrese. And no, you don't eat just that tiny amount of food, but what this does is it measures out the food for you. So depending on how many calories you're supposed to eat, you're eating exactly the amount of starchy carbs or vegetable and fruit carbs, meat, proteins, all the macronutrients, but you're also splitting them up into their calorie bracket based on what it is we're looking for your specific needs.
Yeah, I just want to mention as well as micronutrients. So the Eat the Rainbow concept, that literal rainbow helps make sure that you're getting all of the micronutrients and vitamins and minerals that your body needs. So that's really, I think, for me, from my like nutrition education, I went to personal training, exercise science. But with my background, that's the biggest thing that's really different about UPF system versus counting calories or counting macronutrients is that it makes sure, and this is why I use it for, I'm on a modified paleo sort of autoimmune protocol thing. That's why I use it, is because it helps make sure that I have all of the nutrients that I need, plus Shakeology, which has a ton more to help manage all the inflammation and stuff. But yeah, I think that's really exciting. So go ahead.
Yeah, it's a great program. I absolutely love it. I use it all the time. But some people, they want more of something that moves and it flows with them. It's more intuitive nutrition plan. And that's perfectly fine too. There's something called the 2B mindset. You'll probably see all of this in your Beachbody On Demand. So when you click, what would I just do? When you click Beachbody On Demand and you go through the workout program, you're going to be able to scroll over and you're going to see materials, like program materials. So there was the workouts in 10 rounds. Here are the program materials in 10 rounds. Can you see that? You see the light that I have there. You see a little circle light. It gives you the different kinds of nutrition plans for you, whichever way you're going to do it. You're going to do Ultimate Portion Fix, or you're going to do something called the 2B mindset. 2B mindset is we're going to use the same size plate for every meal, and we're going to fill it differently at every meal. So your starchy carbs are going to end up being at breakfast and lunch. You will not have one for dinner. And that really actually kicks in your fat burning processes. If you were doing the Ultimate Portion Fix, probably you wouldn't have it for dinner either because both programs are trying to work with your insulin levels. If the bigger guys tend to have more starchy carbs in their meal plans than the smaller people. But whatever way, I've actually been certified in both, and Catherine's been certified in Ultimate Portion Fix as well. So if you have any questions about anything, come to either one of us, come to all of us, and ask us what we do. Michelle, I'm going to give you, we're going to need to connect, I think, on Facebook. If you actually have a Facebook, I'm not sure if you do. If you do, I'd like to send you a picture of what your plates should look like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks if you want snacks. because you're gonna be doing the 2B. It's called the 2B mindset, and it's basically just how you'll eat and how you'll fill your plate. It makes it really super simple, especially if you're traveling a lot. I think it's the easiest one. That was the end for my portion. Tom, you wanted to say a little something?
I do. First of all, I want an alibi, which is back to my goals. My goals are to really primarily to help anybody in our group with anything that they have, to give encouragement, and that gives to me encouragement. I'm human just like everybody else, and I have mornings where I get up and I go, I just don't want to do this. And I look in and I see Wendy's already logged a workout in a 3-mile run, and Carla's done a workout, and Shakeology and Kat's got yoga done. And I'm like, well, if everybody else is here doing it, I don't have any excuse. Over the last 10 years, for those of you who know me, know that I have a few excuses to not do a workout. And I refuse. I'm currently have an injury that's Michelle, when you said you had a knee injury, I can relate to that. I have a fairly serious one that I'll get taken care of once things get opened back up. But in the meantime, I'm still doing my workouts. I'm doing more push-ups and pull-ups than I've ever done in my life, where I was told I wouldn't be able to. Well, yeah, I am. I can. And so, part of Beachbody is you decide on a program. Okay, hey, I decided I'm tired of living in this, for me, it was a 245 plus pound body and couldn't move, was always out of breath. I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to do this program. Well, that's the easy part, because then you get to commit. And the commit part is the hardest part of any of it, because it's, you wake up in the morning and say, oh, I got a headache, or, oh, my cat puked, or the baby's crying, so I'll just skip my workout today. Well, that momentum carries over into tomorrow, because then tomorrow you wake up and say, oh no, the dog just crapped on the floor. Well, okay, I'll do my workout tomorrow, and then you get up the next day and you just say, my husband or my wife is, having a bad day. So, so that commitment that you had at the beginning, all of a sudden just fades away to nothing. When you hit it in the morning and you say, I'm committed, no matter what, I'm going to get my workout in, and I'm going to do my best for nutrition. Yeah, I'm not always on point in nutrition, but I'm going to do my best. But I'm going to get that workout done, and I'm going to hit it hard every single day. And that momentum that you build with that commitment will carry through every day, because I get to day 5 or day 6 and go, oh, I don't feel like doing this, but there's that little voice in the back of your head going, no, you can do this. Just keep pushing through. And then the last thing that Beachbody has is a success. And you will see that the success when you keep with the commitment. I promise you, I'm maintaining from 245 pounds in 2009 to 185 pounds that I'm maintaining now. And I'm happy with where I'm at. Yeah, a few more pounds I could lose, but it's not that big a deal now. I'm doing more. Thanks, Carla. Thanks, Wendy. Thanks, Kat. Because they're the support group. They're the people that keep me, yeah, I can do this.
Yeah. So thank you. You actually segued into a little bit of something I wanted to make sure that you guys all know, the success. So you decided you're here, you're going to commit for the full workout program. You said you would. You're going to do it for yourself and for everybody you love. Success. So once you do want to take your before pictures, because once you have completed any program, once you turn in your before and after pictures, you get a t-shirt that says you completed the program, which is really kind of cool. I made it happens. That's a cute t-shirt. And you get entered in the drawing to get $500 every single day. Somebody wins $500 with Beachbody. Once they've won 500, they go on to the 1,000 and the 25,000. And yes, there's a $100,000 prize. One man and one woman every year wins $100,000. That's one of the ways that Beachbody gives back to the community rather than spending the money on advertising dollars. They're spending the money on advertising dollars by giving it to the people who actually complete their programs. So I want to make sure that you guys know about that and that I help you at the end to actually sign up for the Beachbody Challenge. Get your t-shirt. I have won 300 before they made it to $500. Doggone it. Just didn't, that extra 200 wasn't there yet. But $300 just for completing my program, that was pretty awesome. So Catherine has one last little word about the actual group. Oh, go ahead.
One thing, if you go into the challenge tracker for the new one that we just came up, when I kind of put a self-description in there, I put a picture that means a lot to me, because it was a picture of me before and a picture of me recently, and I see it that now a much happier person, and that is a transition that's over a lot of years. And for some people, they get it in 90 days, 60 days, 30 days. And some of us, yeah, it takes a while, but never quit.
Never surrender. Okay,
Love
Kat,
that.
Karen.
I'm pretty sure you also aged backwards between those pictures too.
I'm sure you did too. I'm going to scroll up to that picture. And I'm going to show you guys the picture as soon as Catherine finishes.
Oh, okay. All right. So I love themes, and Carla pointed this out. I call her Carla because some people don't know she's my mom. But yeah, she's my mom. But she pointed out that our Healthitude slogan, to help you find a fitter future and create abundance for yourself and your family. I think that was backwards, but I didn't realize that it was even in our slogan. But I have been really finding the concept of abundance really interesting, and I want to join in on that kind of theming for this month. So I wrote down a poem because I have to write down things or I forget them. You've probably heard the phrase, "good things come to those who wait." This is the poem that's from. All things come to those who wait. I say these words to make me glad, but sometimes something answers soft and sad. They often come, but too late. Sounds sad, but I think what I take from that is, first of all things come. Murphy's Law, all things happen, but often too late. So I feel like what she's saying there is that if you wait, they won't come. And I was looking at my notes and reading at the same time. So where was I? Okay, they come too late. So you can't just wait for it. You have to work for it. And I love the concept of manifesting abundance, but I try to make sure that it's towards attracting and creating abundance rather than hoping for abundance. And so what I want to do through these daily check-ins and through our sweaty selfies and Shakeology posts is to cultivate that mindset of abundance, that I am enough, that there is enough in this world for me, and to create that we're taking an attitude of creation of abundance, of giving of ourselves to receive abundance. Because if we don't challenge, there is no change. And so finding that way of challenging ourselves mentally as well as physically to make those changes. And then I wanted to end with, has anybody seen Altered Carbon?
Yes.
It's a Netflix series and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It's like a sci-fi world where people can kind of like trade bodies and live forever. And I could discuss it for hours because Roman and I have watched all of it and talked about it. But there's a quote from there that we've been quoting to each other. An envoy takes what is offered. And I really, really love that in reference to abundance, because we can only find and create abundance if we take the opportunities that are given to us. And this group is an opportunity to dive into community and to dive into these really, really cool, unique tools that Beachbody gives us and work together to create that abundance as a group and in ourselves.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Catherine. So what you're going to find is a bunch of prompts. I'm going to turn this around so you can see. That is Tom's before and after picture. You guys could all see that, right? Did that?
No.
Because I didn't flip it. You guys all saw that, right?
You want to do it on me?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. So you guys can see it yourselves, but just scrolling down and taking a look at what Tom posted. I want you guys to know that our before and after, we're very proud of the person who is before too. So if you know who Sean T is, he wrote T is for Transformation, and he says that the person that basically the younger him that saved himself is his hero. And so I want you to be proud of yourself right now. The person who said, I'm committing right now. I don't want you to ever look at yourself and say, oh, darn, I let myself go, or shoot. What I want you to say is, oh my gosh, look at how brave and fantastic I am right now, because right now I chose to get started. Bam. Okay. All right. So you're going to look for a prompt every single day. And be sure to turn on your syncing with Beachbody On Demand, because I also can tell by going through my portal if you've worked out that day. So as long as your syncing is on, when I go into my tracking, I can see that you guys have worked out. All right. So that's and you guys, the really exciting thing is to be able to see all those dots. Or if you keep a calendar, a physical calendar, being able to cross off that day. My physical calendar, I print them out every single time I do a workout program so that I can see what workouts I've completed. And oh my God, it makes me feel excited when I get to that last day and I'm like, yeah, I did it. Okay, the last part here is question and answer. So I'm gonna put the phone back over here. Probably not drop it, hopefully not drop it. If you guys have any questions, let me know.
We do have a thought journal question answer prompt for today, and it's partially obviously being on this call. But what are you going to do this month that you haven't done before? So just like if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So if we want to go around and say something that we're doing this time around, because I know some of you have been in our groups before, what are we doing differently this month that we haven't ever done before?
I'll go first. I am not going to pretend that I'm not injured and just injure myself worse. I promise everybody that, okay? And she's saying good girl because she's been watching me and making sure that I'm not doing things. This is Sierra. Sierra has threatened to tape my arm down.
But it was Kat's suggestion.
Okay, so I'm gonna go across. Wendy, what's yours?
Well, I'm going to try to eat more often, smaller meals. And then I started yesterday. It worked pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
But
Cool.
I'm not working, so it works really well right now.
Tom?
The hardest one for me is to not overtrain,
Oh, yeah.
because
That's one of my prompts every time, and he's like, that's so hard for me.
that's the hardest one for me. But you know, the thing is, you know, you look around and you see everybody, you say, oh, I can't do what they did, or I can't do what she did, or and the reality is we're all human. And you know, I stress to people, if this old guy can do it, if I can commit and do this, anybody can. Anybody can.
Old guy. He always says that, but he's the youngest. Michelle?
I am not going to drink any wine, and I'm going to work out 5 days a week.
Hey. Kat, what about you?
Oh, I am going to check the challenge tracker before I check Facebook. That's a really bad habit of mine, is scrolling mindlessly on something that doesn't help me and doesn't improve my life. So that's my action item this month.
I like it. Charlene? What are you going to do this time around that you've never done before?
Well, I haven't completed one of these ever. So how's that? Start with that.
That's a perfect one.
Really good one, yeah.
So just
Wait.
really logging my workouts every day.
Nice.
We skipped Sarah. Sarah, what are you going to do this time around that you've never done before?
Well, I don't know. It doesn't really have to apply to my fitness, but like I've never not been in a dance studio for more than a few weeks. So just bringing it home, teach myself how to do it.
Okay, the commitment that you will teach yourself how to do it at home, and I like that. And pull-ups, Thomas.
Yes.
Awesome.
Hey, can I add one more thing? Michelle, you had mentioned that you were going to quit drinking for the period of this. About 3 years into my fitness program, I woke up one morning and I said, you know what, until I get to a weight that I want to be at. And I was still at, 225, 230 pounds and still had weight. I'm going to quit drinking completely. And that has been probably the single best thing that I have ever done as far as getting my health back and getting that back on track and getting that going. So I commend you for that. That's awesome start.
Yeah, Roman and I stopped drinking in January together, and it has helped my inflammation exponentially. So it'll definitely watch for the effects that it has on your knees, because alcohol causes inflammation.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and it doesn't mean that you never can have a drink again, by the way.
No.
But when you're going to plan it ahead of time, and also, what I found was when I stopped drinking for a really long time, one drink did it. I was fine. I was such a cheap drunk. No, I didn't get drunk or anything. I'm just like, this is so much easier to just say I don't want it.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, we're ready to get started. We've already gotten started today, and this is our kickoff call. So we can have another call, catch up a little bit later. But remember, anytime you have any questions, you got me, you've got Kat, you've got everybody in here who's been here before to ask questions. All right?
Yeah. Oh, raise your hand if you would like to have another, just like a live workout call on like a Saturday or something.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah.
Any
Sweet.
workout. They're all fun.
Yeah, there's a couple ways of doing it where we could all do the same workout, or we could just all do our individual workouts, or like a roll and release or something at the same time, so we can like see each other and just keep each other accountable and fired up.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
It's all over
I
with.
I see you.
Exactly.
I know you're doing it.
All right, guys, and then you'll get to see my the new gym because I'll go out there. Now I don't have a garage gym anymore. All right, so I'll talk to you guys later. I'm excited about everything that we're doing this month. You guys are awesome. Talk to you later. Bye.
Nice.
Everybody,
Carla, did you want to talk about, you asked me about my Facebook and stuff, about meal planning?
Will you text me your Facebook and I will add you, and then I'll give you the pictures. They're basically just photographs of how to fill your plate.
Okay, great. And
This week, by the way, is just for prep week. You can start your workouts if you want to, but you can do prep for you're doing bar blend, so you can do prep for bar blend this week and clean out your cupboards. That's the most important thing, is start thinking about, I don't want this in my way. Doesn't mean you have to throw it away. It does mean you have to get it out of your sight for a while. So like for me, I take candy or chocolate. I'm a Reese's peanut butter cup crazy person. Like I will eat them.
Behind the, right there.
I throw them in the refrigerator, in the freezer, and I actually like them frozen, but if they're out of sight, they're out of mind, and I'm better that way. So that's what this week is about. Get it out of your sight.
Now I know where to go when we come over.
Oh, now Nursey hides them too.
Yeah, I'm a fridge dictator. I don't let it in at all.
All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Have a great evening.
All right.
Bye.
Have a good one. Bye, guys.
Bye.